When you or someone you care about is hurt or sick, the last thing you want is to guess which hospital to go to or show up and discover a long wait time when another facility might be just around the corner and a lot shorter to wait for. In Canada, we had more than 16 million emergency department visits last year. According to the CIHI, median time spent in the ER ranges from about 3 hours to, in some provinces, over 5 hours. It's just utterly crazy waiting for that long. And that's just for being seen and discharged. It can be much longer when you're admitted. Wait times vary by region, by hospital, by time of day, and various other factors, especially like even how serious your case is. So most people have no way to tell where to get care at the right time or how urgent they actually are in the situation. That's why we built ERly. That's why we built ERly, to close that gap between something's wrong and I know where to go and I know what to expect. Before you leave the house, our tagline is right care, right now. We're not replacing a doctor, but we're giving you clarity so that you can make a better decision and, when possible, avoid the worst waits. Let me show you how it works. So let's just get started with the actual pre-diagnosis assessment. Of course, this is skippable. Also, we're able to sign in as a user if we do want to preserve our patient data. So let's continue as a guest. And over here, we have a quick diagnostic assessment that will allow ERly to tell the severity of the situation and recommend you the exact right places where you need to get the fastest care. So let's go ahead and choose something such as a fever. So let's go ahead and say that I have a fever, I have some chills and sweating, and so on and so forth. I could also provide the severity in terms of the pain level. And so for example here, I'll just say I have a 3. And the duration might have just started a couple hours ago. Additional details, this is completely optional, and we can just go ahead and skip, and there we go. We have our assessment, which is non-urgent, and we're able to see on the left sidebar the exact locations that we're going to need to go to in order to find our exact care. So let's go ahead and actually look at this more carefully. We have this option to review a report from our nearest location, right? And this accounts for not just the drive there, but also the wait time. So how do we assess the wait time? Let's go over that. Over here, for this specific situation, we can assess the wait time based on the provincial averages. So we have exactly the wait time benchmarks over here, and our model, which we use to estimate that specific wait time. We use the median Ontario physician wait minutes, size factor, dev part multiplier. We also have a floor for the minimum wait time, and so on and so forth. So let's go ahead and actually submit this report, and I'll show you what it does. You can submit a report, and it'll be sent to that clinic, right? So if we go over to the patient dashboard, we'll be able to see that our report was just now submitted. It'll show you our exact situation, and it will be able to allow us to acknowledge that situation on the care provider side. Awesome. So let's go ahead and actually go to that little pharmacy. And we can see that we saved an hour and 24 minutes, which is wonderful. So we can also see the exact route that we need to take in order to go to that location. We have to switch into modes. We have to see the traffic as well, and we're able to go ahead and see the instructions in order to get to our location. So let's go ahead and actually see another situation that's pretty similar. We could, instead of going to a Shoppers Drug Mart, we'll go to the ER if you ever need to switch to something that's actually a general emergency, and it'll give you exactly the wait times as well as the nearest, or not nearest, but the fastest hospital you could get to. So here we can see our evidence once again, and here we have very much the same sort of heuristics. We have evidence from the CIHI in terms of average provincial wait times, as well as other factors that we take into consideration, and we used to use that to give you a confidence interval as well as a estimation for the wait time. So let's go ahead and submit a report. We'll submit a report. We get our ticket number. We check out. We have our ticket number. As you can see, we have it from the previous Shoppers Drug Mart. We also have it for now the the one you just submitted right now. So let's go ahead and actually check out the directions. Let's go in, and boom, we're in. We're able to actually go and follow this route to get to where we need to be. Exactly. That's ERly for you.